Welcome to Eagle Vision for Wednesday, September 28th, 2022. I'm Sarah, and today's top story highlights the ROTC as they prepare for a competition this weekend.
This weekend, we are going to Clarksdale for a drill competition. The different competitions consist of and I'm going to talk about them, it consists of an armed regulation, an armed exhibition, an unarmed regulation, and an unarmed exhibition, and a color guard. The unarmed regulation is basically just marching without rifles. That's all it really is. This is a big old block you kind of see us doing at practice sometimes. The unarmed exhibition is the same thing. It's a big old block, but you have little fancy moves like clapping and stuff. They look pretty fun. I've never really done it like that, but it's pretty fun. They seem to have a lot of fun, and they're doing pretty good. The armed regulation is the same as the unarmed, except they do it with rifles, and the commander has a sword. Just commands, the left, right stuff. It's pretty simple. And then the armed exhibition is my personal favorite. It is the same as the unarmed, but it has rifles. Instead of doing claps and stuff, you sit there and spin rifles, pass them around, have a little bit of fun, moving around, doing whatever. The regulation stuff is all written by card, but the exhibition is whatever the team commanders come up with. And then the color guard is... You ever been to a football game and when they present the colors, there's that little four-man group that goes on in between the band? That's what the color guard is, and that's what we'll be competing with. But there's going to be more than just going up there, turning around, and coming back.
We look forward to competing this weekend, and we'll be back on EVTV with some clips from the competition, and pretty much that's it.
The choir is sponsoring a canned food drive next week. Here's Miss Beck with the details.
Hello, Horn Lake High School. This is Miss Beck, one of your choir teachers, and we wanted to tell you about an exciting opportunity that we are putting together next week to correlate with homecoming, and we're going to have the opportunity to give back to our community. Next week, before school, we'll be collecting non-perishable food items, canned food items. Please check the expiration date and make sure they're not expired. But for every person who brings in 3 or more items, you are going to get a lovely spirit band. Those are the 2 options that we will have. But you'll be able to pick out a spirit band that you can have for the week and be part of homecoming just in that small way. You can also bring it to the game Friday night. We'll be there at the game as well, and you can leave your items there. It's not just for students, it's for adults. So if you have no alumni that are coming back to the homecoming game, parents, family members, they can bring items too, and we're going to give out those bands as long as we have them, and we ordered quite a few. So hopefully we would love to give out every single one of them. So please start looking in those pantries or just run to the store. Or even if you just want to donate money, we will even take money. It will all go to the Dream Center, which is located here in Horn Lake to service our Horn Lake, West DeSoto County folks first and foremost. So please join us in giving to our community and showing our community that we are wonderful students and wonderful people who care about others, and just this small token that we can do just to make our homecoming even more special.
Dominican-American writer Julia Alvarez has been enchanting readers with her words since the early 1990s. Alvarez was born in New York City in 1950 before her family moved to the Dominican Republic when she was a baby. They stayed there throughout Alvarez's childhood until her father's involvement in a failed attempt to overthrow the militant dictator forced the family to flee to the United States in 1960. The traumatic event has since made its way into several of Alvarez's works, including the poem Exile, in which she recounts the night her family fled. She went on to become one of the most critically revered Latina writers and has published poems, novels, and essays throughout her career.
This week's featured vocabulary words are analyze, anecdote, and antagonize. Analyze. Examine in detail, typically for purposes of explanation and interpretation. Anecdote. A short and amusing or interesting story about a real incident or person. antagonize, cause someone to become hostile.
It's now time for today's announcements. Pay attention, there's lots of important information that we need you to know. Students, if you drive to school, you must have a current parking pass. Students who do not purchase a parking pass will have their vehicles towed. You can purchase your parking pass in the front office. Students will have 2 weeks to purchase the parking pass. We have lots of great content that never makes it on the show. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking subscribe on our website, hornlakehigh.com.
Good morning, students. This is Miss Jolly again, and I want to remind you we are voting tomorrow for Homecoming Queen at the end of first block, so make sure you're here to cast your ballot.
Horn Lake High School, specifically seniors, we are here with Alayla.
And we're going to talk about senior ads for the yearbook. We are now starting a new tradition. Is it a tradition? Okay. We are now starting a new tradition of allowing seniors to have a page in a yearbook. You can have half a page for $60 and a whole page for $100.
Right. And we have a limited amount of pages to fill up. So you get your ad, your mom, dad, whoever wants to buy you an ad, they can get that, purchase that. There is a limited supply. First come, first serve. First come, first serve. So once they're out, right. Once, you buy it and you design the page so you can put in your baby pictures, your graduation pic, whatever you want to put on it. And they're like, congratulations, so-and-so, you graduated. And then you send it to Miss Patberg, you send it to Trudy Patberg, and we will put it in the yearbook for you.
Yes, buy one.
Because Layla will. Remember, a limited supply. Get them while they last.
That's it for today's episode. Here at Horn Lake, we are better students, always growing and expecting more. Stay tuned for your lunch menus and athletic schedules. We'll see you here tomorrow. Have a fantastic day.
Somewhere on the sea, it got a little longer, so it seems. I burned out, so to speak. Now come a little closer. I feel a little light in the light track. I felt a bit of bad, but I came back. There's still a little light in the light crack. There's still a bit of good, so good. And I know just what to say. And I know just what to do. And I'm so sick of pain. But it's all too quick with you. Losing this game, I can't afford to be losing this game. And I know it's the safest bet. Losing my mind, can't find the words, no, I can't seem to find. But I'm really trying again. Reason, rhyme, let's take our time and choose whether we win or yellow, whether we did or shallow. Please me now, 'cause we're about to lose. Whether we buy or hello, whether we stay or jello. Sometimes, funny me, you put a little bit of gasoline. I burned out, so to speak. Now come a little closer. Here's some disclosure. Do you mind to quit your pretending? Truth or false, the shit never ending. Hear me now and stop condescending. You see, I'm begging, you hear me begging. If you're sick for love, don't try to hide it. Find it deep inside and try to hide it. If there's a way, I wanna know. We try to quit your games and now that you deny